Okay, ma'am, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and begin.
Close your eyes and picture this. A woman struts across the stage. Her low-cut, turquoise two-piece outfit glimmers in the spotlight while baring her midriff. As she spins in her stilettos, her long, curly blonde hair swings in the air before she flashes a big, beautiful smile that makes her bold, dark blue eyeshadow pop. Her skin is perfectly tan with a face full of makeup that brings the whole look together. Now that you have this picture in your head, just add one more detail. This woman is actually a 6-year-old girl participating in child beauty pageants. You can feel how wrong the scenario is now for this 6-year-old girl, unaware of how she's being portrayed on stage for the sake of winning a contest. Stricter rules should be in place for child beauty pageants, along with more hands-on parenting to prevent children from possibly being sexualized and having a negative effect on their body image. Child beauty pageants can put children at risk by sexualizing them at a young age through the clothes and makeup they wear. Sexualizing children can lead them to struggle with body dissatisfaction and other body image issues later in life. By being more aware as a possible future parent and wanting to make a change, you can help these children. Now, a child beauty pageant is a contest in which the participants, which can range from an age of a few months old up to 18 years old, are judged by their beauty and talents. It first started in the 1960s, but has gained popularity and turned into a $5 billion industry with around 250,000 children under the age of 14 competing annually, according to Charlotte Triggs, author of Toddlers and Tiaras, Too Much Too Soon. Due to the popularity of these pageants, many parents have brought up the same concerns brought here today. Yet some parents argue that pageants can allow their children to build positive qualities such as poise, individuality, and confidence, according to Christine Tamer, who is an assistant professor and director of legal writing. Well, though as one girl's confidence may increase, countless other children's confidence may lose their confidence due to the unrealistic expectations and standards needed to win. With the rise of glitz beauty pageants, children are put at risk of being sexualized by the way they are presented. Many parents and others have the concern today that pageants are sexualizing children at too young of an age. Today, 9-year-olds are wearing revealing two-piece costumes with thigh-high stockings, heavy makeup, and high heels, according to Martina Cartwright, who is a psychologist and nutritionist for young dancers. Along with that, children are prepped with spray tans, fake nails, wig and hair extensions, and even flippers, which are fake teeth that children put in to give them that perfect smile. Triggs says, as an example of a participant of Toddlers and Tiaras, Lindsay Jackson outfitted her daughter, Madison Verst, then 4, with fake breasts and padding for her derriere to more convincingly portray the curvaceous Dolly Parton. Now, would you want your child prancing around stage looking like this? This type of behavior and appearance should not be accepted within the industry, yet is encouraged by parents today. Although sexualizing children in itself is harmful, many times it can lead to psychological disorders as well. According to Cartwright, participation in activities that focus on physical appearance at a young age can lead to teens influencing their self-esteem, body image, and self-worth. Cartwright quotes, "The hypercritical environment of these pageant girls' youth pushes a drive towards the unattainable goal to be the goal of physical perfection. There are unrealistic expectations to be thin and physically perfect, which then can lead to body dissatisfaction and even eating disorders." Along with that, the APA task force, according to Christine Tamer, found that sexualizing children at a young age can undermine their confidence, which can lead to negative feelings of shame, anxiety, and self-disgust. Now, countless girls are affected every year with issues about their bodies, and one way to help them is to make a change to the rules themselves. The most direct way to make a change is by changing the rules of the pageants themselves. The government should place stricter rules regarding makeup, along with hair limitations and modesty with clothing. Natural beauty contests should be encouraged more, as they emphasize the natural beauty of the contestants and have strict regulations regarding the hair, clothing, and makeup that children are allowed to wear. By focusing on the natural beauty of the contestants, it then takes off the pressure of feeling that they have to be physically perfect in order to win. Now, it can be a lot to rewrite the entire system of rules, but over time, and as more people are being educated and wanting to take a stand, this can change. France has even banned beauty pageants for children to prevent them from being sexualized. And although it would not be that extreme here, the actions still need to be taken in order to prevent children from being sexualized, but in order that they can still get the benefits of these of pageants. Now, you're probably wondering, what can you do, and not just what can the government do? Well, by being aware and educated now, then possibly as when you are adults and future parents, you can then avoid putting your children in dangerous glitz pageants and focus more on natural beauty pageants if they would like to participate in those. From the words of Martina Cartwright, the feeling of unconditional love from a parent or nurturing adult can do wonders to curb body dissatisfaction, poor self-esteem, and body image distress. By encouraging but not forcing children to participate in these pageants, they can still receive the benefits from the pageants while not having to feel the pressure to look or act a certain way in order to win. In order to help these children who may suffer from being sexualized or from a negative body image due to child beauty pageants, there need to be stricter laws concerning the pageant industry, and parents need to be more aware and caring for their children. Child beauty pageants can sexualize children so young that they aren't even aware of it, but they are aware of the pressure to be perfect. This pressure can lead to body satisfaction and lower their self-esteem, but we can help stop this. You can be that new generation that speaks out about what is right, because countless girls every year are getting hurt because of the pageant system. Although action might have to be taken later, such as when we are adults, being educated now, and educating others, you can be the start that truly makes a difference.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Chloe. And at this time, we're going to go ahead and open up the floor to questions regarding the topic. And whenever you're ready, I'll let you go ahead and call upon them.
Yeah. So when you saw the picture, the kids see wear the short pants and the clothes. It's so hard to see, right? So, but now many the pupil, the grown pupil, they wear like this, and the kids saw it. They said, because the adult people they wear like this, so why we cannot do like this? This is the free for the thinking of them. So why we cannot? So how do they explain for the kids?
Like,
So he's saying that, like, you see the little kids in the outfits like you showed,
and we
right?
also see adults.
And then you see adults in that outfit, right? And so the kids go, well, if this adult is doing it, why is it not appropriate to me?
Well, that's
What
a
would you
whole new-
suggest on how to...
That is a whole new problem where adults really should not be, because they are setting a bad example for children by seeing that, oh, kids, to look pretty and, be successful, they see that they might have to dress a certain way, and if that's okay with adults, then why is it okay with children? And so that is a whole other issue that I agree that that's not right. And I think even like now, by going to school here, we are told to dress, modestly and wear those certain things, because we are setting examples for other people outside of school, and it's a very similar concept to how adults need to set examples for children. And another point of why I'm focusing more on why children should not wear it is because they're at such a stage of development where they're still, learning who they are and what influences them. And these adults are making them decisions for themselves. Many times these kids, their parents are putting them in these outfits and that kind of thing. And so it's not even the child's choice really to wear them. And so that's why I was focusing more on with children wearing that, why it should not be allowed. But I really don't agree that adults should be wearing that either, if that helps. I'm sorry. Anna?
What could a young participant who understands or is uncomfortable in this situation, what could she herself do about that? If her mom, if there's pressure from parents and stuff, could she go to anyone, or?
I mean, I'm sure she can talk to countless people about other adults that they can trust about maybe talking to their moms and that they don't want to do that. Are you saying that they don't want to participate in pageants at all, or just don't want?
The kind of relationship there and how it could be unhealthy and just
Yeah, many times it is unhealthy through the parents and how they are treating their children, and so they can try and talk to other adults and have those adults help them talk to their parents And if anything, they can, because they are like I said, natural pageants where they focus more on who the person is on the inside rather than just their looks. And so they can always try and use that as a transition stage to eventually get out of pageants if they don't want to. I think, yeah, very personal, just depending on the families and such, but they can always try and talk to other adults and just reaching out, and, because I mean, it must be horrible to have to be forced to do something if they don't.
Is there same situation going on for boys too?
Oh yes, guys are still, like, I try to focus on saying children just because, pageants can include boys. Many times, I think we see in, TV and stuff, like, with the show Toddlers and Tiaras, it's focused on girls that are in pageants. But many boys are also in pageants and are dealing with the same problems of, being sexualized too young of an age and, feeling subconscious about their bodies and such. So I think it does. There isn't it's not spoken out as much, which I think it should be, but it is still an issue that I think goes on with boys as well.
Any others?
Anyone? Kayla?
So, if beauty pageants change to have more restrictions and that type of thing, do you think it would be a positive thing for kids to keep doing it, or is it more like the whole process is a negative thing for them?
I think if the rules do change, because it is true that many children get they get confidence from being in pageants and the poison individuality. So there are many benefits about becoming a more confident person, and many kids also like to participate in those just because they like entertaining people. They like to be out on stage, and so it's giving children more of an opportunity to focus more on the positives of getting to participate, while instead of worrying about, oh, is my hair, does it look okay, and is my body perfect enough in order to win. So I think by restricting them, it would limit then the negatives and help bring the positives out more, because the positives can get covered up. The negatives can outweigh the positives so hard right now. It's like that. Does that answer it? Okay. Anyone else? No, Prophet? Sorry.
Can't a natural beauty pageant cause some of the same problems though? If you're just judging the person, they might feel bad about themselves or something if their parents are forcing them into doing that too.
Well, yeah. Either way, I'm not saying you should force your child into doing pageants. I'm saying if these children are already in the situations where they're doing pageants, and if they'd like to. So sorry, yeah, that seemed like I was giving off where I was you should encourage your child to do this. No, only if they would like to participate in pageants and such. You can put them in more natural, and I'm sure that natural pageants can still cause many issues like that, but having them focus more on personality and talents and such compared to dressed a certain way, that takes off some of the negative effects that can be caused from the other pageants, or goods pageants.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause.